What's going on, guys? I appreciate those of you that were hanging out waiting for the stream to start. For those of you watching the replay, make sure to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications. So when we do these live streams, you can take part in these live chats. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. The thumbnail and the title is just for fun. It's just for clicks because panty droppers is a myth. Just is. It's fodder. So ladies finding something attractive is ladies finding something attractive. So I even put it in the chat because I had people saying, because there's a stigma that goes with these fragrances. So no, I did not sign up for their affiliate account. No, they did not pay me anything. They did reach out and offer them to me. And I said, because I didn't have any interest in trying them. And since they offered them to me, I was like, why the hell not? What's it hurt? Let's talk about it. It's going to go one of three ways here. I'm going to really like them, and everybody's going to say, oh, you must have got paid. You like them. There's no way you can like them. It's terrible. Other people, the real reviewers have said they're terrible. Or it's just going to be okay, which is probably at least going to be just okay. Or there's potential that they're garbage, but I just highly doubt that's the case. Overpriced? Probably so. But yeah, I'm going to do this my way and go off the cuff. So let's see what it's all about, shall we? I haven't looked at any notes. I've heard comparisons to maybe Baccarat Rouge. I know Juan, Fat Boy Fragrance. I know he's been through a bunch of bottles of selling decants, so I know there's interest. I know the Curlies have hyped it up quite a bit. I know all of that good stuff. But I'm going to be my own judge. Sboy by Draco for him and for her. Again, I have no expectation here. I expect they'll at least be just, they'll be nice. I don't think they're going to smell bad. I highly doubt that's going to be the case. But let's go ahead and bust it into it. So where's for men? We're going to start with for men. By the way, scent of the day, Acqua di Gio Profondo. So for those of you just joining, I just finished a long disclaimer. I don't want to have to do this 5-6 different times in the probably hour we'll be doing this. So, guys, if you don't mind, you regulars in the chat, if somebody's like, hey, man, did you get this for free? Hey, man, did they pay? Can y'all go ahead and chime in so I don't have to be a broken record and keep saying the same shit over and over? Appreciate you guys. So, like I said, there's a stigma with this one. I knew when I agreed to getting them, I was going to have some bullshit to deal with. But for free, I'm curious. I didn't want to buy them. I wasn't planning on buying them. I don't know. I may never wear them. I really don't know. But we're going to find out because I've had a bunch of people in the comments ask my opinion. I've had a bunch of people in the comments tell me they like it. So we're going to find out. Let me get caught up in the chat. So sorry for the rant, guys, but it's sad that I have to do that because I will not be lumped in to stigmas and shit like that because I'm me. I do things my way. I always have. I always will. I always keep it real with you guys. Whether there's affiliate money involved, because I'm sure I'm leaving some affiliate commissions on the table by not signing up for the affiliate program. But I'll show you guys. I'm not all about a dollar like some people think. So let's see. Because here's part of what was in the chat. Did you buy it? Would be my first question. Both Curlies work with Sboy. I can trust Ross to give an honest review, and that is a fact right there. Well, here you go. They did not pay me. I always keep it real. My thoughts bank on that. Going to open them live. Title and thumbnail are just for fun. Panty droppers are a myth, which indeed it is. Smash the like button. Good to see you, Adolfo. Oh, man, this is what everyone else is doing. So to him, I replied this because if you're a regular here, because you've been subscribed for at least 2 weeks, you should know I'm not doing some bullshit. I'm always going to keep it real with you guys. So please don't question me, people. You must be new here if you have to question it. Or you're just some bitter old timer or a hateful troll or a snob that's holier than thou. I gotta say that, guys, because I've seen a lot of craziness surrounding this fragrance. That's why I'm saying all these things, because I refuse to be lumped in with anyone. I'm about as original as they come in this space. Acqua di Gio Profondo as well for you. Uncle Box, that's what I'm talking about. Josh is in the house. Joel, good to see you. Coach Platinum for Josh. Parlin Rosa Carbon. I saw your post on IG a little while ago, Joel. Excellent choice. Coco Loco at the office today. Rob, my man. Let's get it. FOMO, Gary's Den, trying the whole lines. I haven't got them yet. So for those of you that don't know, that's the new fragrance line from fragrancebuy.ca. I believe they're clones. I know they're cheap. I haven't really looked into them yet. First wearing of Lamal Elixir. I hope you're enjoying it, Ryan. Cheers, my frag brothers. Bulgari Tigar. Ooh, actually layered it with Neo. And boy, that did the trick. Boy, you got an expensive layering duo on today. Montrese is in the house. What's going on, my man? Yeah, I'm curious too. Like I said, I was never planning on getting them. I not long ago told somebody, no, I'm not interested in them because I really wasn't. They sent them to me. They offered them to me. Sure. No money's exchanged. No, I didn't sign up for the. They offered the affiliate program. This much discount, make this much commission. This is going to be a one-off, guys. Now, look, if I really like it, I'll wear them in the future. If my wife likes the women's one, she'll wear it, you know? So we'll see what's what. I appreciate you, D1. Good to see you, my man. Jacques Fath Verlassou, my man. It's right here. I just featured it in a video I was recording before this. Excellent, excellent, excellent choice, my man. I'm such a fan of that one. I'm glad to see you rocking it. I hope you're enjoying it. Hayati, good to see you. Manuel, Penny Dropper, Montal Woods and Spices. There you go. Panties flying everywhere. Y'all like that in the thumbnail? I had to. It's going to get some clicks. I mean, we got 140 people in the first 5 minutes. Guys, make sure to hit that thumbs up on your way in if you don't mind, because we got almost a third likes to viewers currently. We're going to jump into this in just a second. I just busted the plastic. Getting caught up on here real quick. Good afternoon. Wearing Galan Lomboise. I've never tried that. Yo, big dog is crazy. I was just going through tons of videos about this. Well, you're about to hear what I think about it. Good, bad, or indifferent. We're going to find out. Been rehabbing from a torn MCL. Oof, sorry to hear that. Glad to be back. Send a day. Valentino Womo Oud Noir. Absolute. Good to see you, Sean. Fahrenheit Le Parfum. Excellent choice, David. Excellent. Soldier Boy, tell him. Yeah, I've never been a fan of his music. Dan, not the man. What's going on? Just heading into work. Then going to the lake for a 3-day weekend. Sounds like you have an awesome weekend. We're in Halloween Man Hero. Lacoste Blanc Eau de Parfum today. This doesn't get much love, but I think so too. It's kind of like Coach Blue meets YSLY. Pretty much how I described it in my review. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. Like I said, contrary to troll belief, I'm not about $1. Do I want to make money? You absolutely right. I want to make money. This is what I do for a living, guys. But integrity is not for sale. Contrary to what people want you to believe, haters are a real thing, guys. If you don't have them, what are you really doing if you're going to be a public persona? So let's see. Let's check this bottle out. Here it is. Oh, see, some panties just flew by just now with me taking out the box. So nothing spectacular with the heft of the bottle. I do like the gradients color. Cheap ass cap. So for the money right away, cap's a big indicator for me more so than a bottle. So I have to say the presentation's okay, but for the money, $200 and some odd, I believe, USD, they could have did better with the presentation. It's going to be real. But this is the main thing, big wide atomizer. Is that iris? That's a good way to sway me. It smells like iris. But yeah, it's iris. I smell it. But it's designer iris. It is not $200 and some odd Florentine iris fragrance kind of stuff. That's the downside. So I've heard the overpriced thing, and that's the main thing I'm looking for. Is it worth the money? Because value is very individualistic. Wow, there's a lot of powdery iris. I'll tell you right now, I'm going to like it. I'm going to like it. But it smells like a designer fragrance out in the air. It does not smell like a $200 and some odd luxury niche fragrance. It does not. What is that? Definitely iris, though. Like the kind of iris that's in Le Male Le Parfum, where it's really powdery but not quite waxy. That's the kind of iris I'm getting from it. Think Le Male Le Parfum's iris. Warm. I get the BR 540 tie-in, but not a lot. I wouldn't say it's exactly like it. It is nice. I could see this being very likable. I could see this pulling some compliments. But it's not a luxury niche fragrance like it's priced. This should be a $100 fragrance. Absolutely. $100. I could see it being worth $100. Because it does come across as quite powerful. I got a serious oil sheen on my hand. I'm sure the oil concentration's high. We have no other information here. Eau de Parfum, I'm assuming. Eau de Parfum. So it's a Minimum 15%, but I think it's higher than that. It's probably like 18 to 20%, just based off the sheen. Again, that's an assumption. It does smell nice. It's a powdery designer type of iris. It's a fantasy iris note. There's some sweetness. There's a little bit of citrus freshness here. And that's the main things I get from it. Let's pull up the notes. Let me get caught up with you guys real quick. I got super far behind real quick. Oh, so I was there already. Let's see, where was I? Where did I leave off? There we go. That's where I left off. Good to see you. I agree, Nick. It's good stuff. Spencer, good to see you. Sauvage Parfum. That's excellent. Blue Noir, which version? There's a bunch of concentrations. Which one? Armaf Trainer Oui. What's going on, Lamont? Hey, I haven't worn that in a long time. Dino, good to see you. Hollister Wave 2 is good stuff. Hello, folks. Frappin. Isle of Man. Never tried it. Tonka Cola. That is an incredible fragrance, my man. Sean John 3 AM. That's another incredible fragrance. I bought Sboy in February, and it was a big disappointment, so I had to get rid of it. I could see that being the case for some, because if you're going into this expecting what you're going to pay for it, that level of quality, you're not getting that. Like I said, it is a nice powdery designer iris fragrance. It's not something that's in the retail price of Parfums de Marly, which that's, some will argue, glorified designer level. It's not on the quality level of a Kajal, Argos, and Zaharoff in the same price range, which Zaharoff's cheaper than this, but just to throw a few out there that kind of fall into that price range, like I would say the 150 to 250 range, literally everything else is going to be higher quality than this. So that's the downside. I understand people's letdown and disappointment with this, because what this is able to pull off, you can get in much cheaper fragrances, but it does smell really good. I have to say it does. I don't think it's bad. If you like powdery designer iris fragrances, how could you not like it? But the price tag's the problem. The price tag's definitely what the issue is for people. I can definitely see that being the case. So, all right, I got the website pulled up. Let's pull it over. So apparently you get $20 off your first order here. If I was doing the affiliate thing, you could get like 30 or $35 off or something like that. But again, I didn't sign up for the affiliate marketing. I just wanted to check out the fragrances as kind of a one-off, because I'm not a fan of his. I'm just not. I don't not like Soulja Boy or anything. I've just never been a fan of his. But let's see. For him, see, $229. This isn't a $229 fragrance. It's not. I totally get where people are coming from. Award celebration sale. So that's actually on sale. It's regular $250 before any discounts. So let's see. What does success smell like? This aromatic masterpiece was created by the world's best perfumers, made with the finest French perfume oils. That's a lie. Allegedly, because this is not natural iris. I'm sorry. I have 2 fragrances I created with a brand that have natural Florentine iris. This is not natural iris. This perfume for men artfully orchestrates a symphony of 15 notes, resulting in a final mix of citrus, fruity, floral, aromatic, ambery, woody musk layers. Lemon, peach, coconut, bergamot. I didn't see any of that. I mean, citrus, sure, but peach. That's that odd sweetness. And that makes sense. Rose, jasmine, iris. I believe all of that. Lavender. I believe all of these florals for sure. Amber, absolutely. Sandalwood, there's your creaminess. Musk, it definitely has a musky smell. Oak moss, caramel, vanilla, and tonka bean. It's sweet, it's powdery, it's floral. It is a little on the feminine side. Again, for all the negative things I'm saying, I do have positive things to say about it as well. It does smell good. It's just not a $200+ fragrance. It is a $100 designer fragrance. I honestly think if this was priced $100, $120 retail, let's just call it $120 before any discounts or anything, I don't think it would get the kind of heat that it gets. Because it's not a bad fragrance. It's just not a luxury niche perfume that could command this price point, because you don't have a high level presentation here. Like, this is stock bottle that has some gradients and print on it. A cheap cap that admittedly, just dropped. Looks cool, but it weighs next to nothing. It's just some thin plastic. That's nothing spectacular with the atomizer. Atomizer puts out wide, but I'm being a little critical on this because I had a feeling, just based on what I've heard, that it was going to it commands too much money. And I think that's the knock. That's the knock that I can see being completely justified. When I smell this, I don't think what I can get from other fragrances in this price point, not even close. But it does, and this might be blasphemy to some of you, it does remind me a little bit of Le Male Le Parfum because of the way the iris comes across with a little bit of amber and spice. Not as spicy, and look, not as good. I'm not sitting here trying to say it's as good. Not as good. But it is a good fragrance. I would be disappointed if I would have bought this for, say, $229. And this is the level of quality I got. Because it's not on par with the price tag. I will call it what it is here. So I hope you guys can appreciate that. I totally agree. It's priced too high. The price needs to come down drastically. It wouldn't have the heat it has. Now, if you value it that way, sure. Because when you get it, like the average person, not an enthusiast. Let's take enthusiasts out of this. You and me. Let's take you and me out of it. The average person that go after celebrity fragrances like this, or follow him, or you know, like Lil Boosie has fragrances. I'm sure it's something similar where the pretty good fragrances probably priced too high. Which, shout out to Boosie. I like Boosie more than Soulja Boy. Anyways, irrelevant to the situation. But it's a nice fragrance, and it's probably good. It probably does get a lot of compliments for people. Women probably like the way this smells. Powdery iris, sweetness, all these things that are very attractive and alluring about a lot of what would be considered a panty dropper fragrance, hence the joke of the thumbnail and the title that I did here. If I was to just give this a rating, just first impression rating, and take the price, now make sure you hear me when I say this, take the price and presentation out of it and just go based off of the smell. Does it smell good to me? Does it develop any? Is it kind of my style? I think it's a 7.5 out of 10, very good fragrance. Because it's a powdery designer iris fragrance. I got a ton, not literal ton, but a lot. I have a lot of designer level powdery iris fragrances. This falls into it. I will wear this. I will wear this. I can't wholeheartedly recommend you guys go out and spend your money on this. Now, what I would recommend, which I understand why Juan sold so many decants, I think 10 bottles is the last time I heard him say. I would suggest getting a decant and trying this, because this is a hard sell at this price point, because there's a lot of fragrances that fall into a similar scent profile to this for a lot less money. And a lot of them are, you know, like I said, Le Male Le Parfum, I would take that over this 10 out of 10 times. But it kind of falls into a similar vein of it. Like I would say it's like 70 to 80% that profile. Because it immediately, that's the fragrance it reminded me of, but it doesn't smell exactly like it. That's all kinds of spices, whereas this is way sweeter. And I know I'm not focusing on the chat right now, but I really want to focus on this because I had just had a gut feeling I was going to be very split on this one. And I knew I had to be maybe more critical than usual because of the stigma on this one. And in no way, shape, or form am I shitting on this fragrance, because it smells good. And anybody that wants to try to crucify me for thinking it smells good, whatever. I can't control what people think, right? All I can do is control what I think. And I think it smells really good. It just doesn't warrant the price point. We'll move into the women's in a minute. Let me get caught up on the chat with you guys. But yeah, it's nice. It's this easy 7.5 out of 10 if you take the price and everything out of it and just judge the way it smells. It smells really good. I think it smells good. To each their own, right? So let's see. 94 likes, quick, fast, and in a hurry. I appreciate that. 184 viewers watching currently. I appreciate you guys being here. Seriously, if you don't mind, do me a quick, hit that thumbs up for me. Let's get over 100 likes. We'll dive into the women's here in a minute. But yeah, this is one that absolutely do not blind buy this fragrance, guys. Sample first. I can see where people get their disappointment from, because you spend this money and it's a designer fragrance. Give me a decant. I've never seen your name ever before. Sure, random stranger. You know, first time wearing no fragrance in forever. Been layered out with migraine. Ooh, sorry, laid out with migraine. That sucks. My man, going with OG Boss Bottled today. Hope everyone's having a good Thursday. I can't complain, and you, sir, smell like my favorite fragrance from junior high. That was kind of like my go-to in junior high. Busy B, yeah, I'm curious on what he thinks about it too. Everything is preference based on fragrance, but I trust you and Justin to keep it real and honest. I appreciate Bumblebee Tuna. That's the greatest. It's actually Bumblebee Tuna, but I love it. I love the Ace Ventura reference here. But yeah, I mean, you can expect that from me and Justin because that's what we deliver. That's who we are. Always ourselves. Always ourselves. Shout out to my man, Justin. Second Soul was featured in today's video, actually. Suspect, what's going on? Moving the Mercedes Silver a bit. I still need to. I've been procrastinating getting that one forever, man. I'm sorry. It's the second fragrance from Mercedes-Benz Cologne. So I know I'm really far behind. I might have to skip ahead a bit, guys, because the tangent, I knew I was going to get very far behind very quickly. But damn, it smells good in the chat. I love that that's the way you enter the chat every time. I love that. I love when people make themselves memorable. That's how you make yourself memorable. Just like the best smelling postal worker, that's going to show up at some point in here too. I love that. I love these one-liners that make you guys so distinctive. I love it. Still at work, so jumping on and off. In the meantime, drop the like. It's the end of the day. Creed Original Vetiver. I've been wanting to get a bottle of that for years now. Ryan Epps, my man. Sboy is a good fragrance. The hate is only due to the price and the hype. That's exactly what it is. The price and the hype, for sure. Because look, I'm gonna be real with you guys. You can't. I'm most of the time I watch YouTube on my desktop. Shout outs to Michelle. I can't search a YouTube fragrance topic without the first thing popping up being her Sboy video as an ad. So they've put some marketing dollars in the boosting her video, and I mean, good for her. Victor and Rolf did it on one of my TikTok videos. I told you guys about it, and that's where I said I know they've heard me talk about Spice Bomb Blue. So if we get that fragrance, I'm taking the credit. I told you so. 10 Ways to Sunday. So I get it. They're putting some marketing dollars behind her video, and great for her. You know what I mean? And she probably genuinely really likes the fragrance. Michelle is good people. You know, I don't want anybody to think I'm knocking Michelle. I like Michelle. It does smell good. It's just overpriced. It's overpriced. Creed Virgin Island Water. Excellent choice. So, guys, I'm so far behind. I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead after Montrese right here. Polo Blue EDP. Such a good fragrance. All right. Ooh, can't skip that. I appreciate the $20 super chat. Been away for a while, but glad to be back. I'm glad to see you back, and also thank you for the generosity. You're very good to the channel. This is overkill. You didn't have to do that, but I sure appreciate it. As you guys know, all these super chats and all that stuff, that all goes towards these monthly hauls that I do and all these fragrances that I buy. So I do appreciate that. Seriously, thank you so much for the super chat, and good to have you back. Skip ahead a bit. Let's see. A while back, turned me on to public offering number 7. No, I didn't turn you on to that. No, I've never smelled that. So it wasn't me that turned you on to it, but very similar to this Sboy, but so much better. Also like supporting local indie. Highly recommended over Sboy. So there you guys go. But it wasn't me, Greg, unfortunately. I've never smelled it, so I don't know. Jacques Foss, so underrated. I can totally agree with that. I love the fragrances that I got. Velours Boisé was in today's video, and this is going to be Saturday's video? I think it's going to be Saturday's video. Has Ver Lassou in it, which you're a fan of, apparently. Really great quality in their sense, in my honest opinion. I agree. His music's not good at all. That's what I'm saying. I've never been a fan of Soulja Boy's music myself. Nobody panic. It's happening. Panties just flew by opening the box. Oh, I'm way behind if y'all talking about the box. 200 looks cheap. Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's what I was saying. It's nothing about this presentation. Like, I don't know if you can see, because I can see that it's not thick baked because the light shines through. There's the thickness of the glass goes to like right here. I mean, it's average stuff. But that's the problem. It's average stuff as far as the presentation. You pay $200+. You expect a little more effort here because there's cheap Middle Eastern fragrances that are doing better with their presentations for $25, $30. So the critical nature of what's going to happen with this fragrance, it was inevitable based on the product being brought to market for the asking price. And it smells it smells good. It smells really good. But again, you can tell it's synthetics. It smells like a designer fragrance. It really does. Like, if you put this next to any Parfums de Marly, I would dare you to tell me how much of a designer Parfums de Marly smells like when you compare it to this. You know what I mean? And again, I don't say that as a bad thing. The bad part is they're asking luxury niche prices for a mid-level designer quality fragrance. That I bet does get some compliments. I bet people get compliments with this fragrance. I know that's important to a lot. Well, we're going to try the women's here in a little bit. We're going to bust that open in just a bit. I want to try to get caught up. I'm just so far behind. Powdery might be a turnoff. Not many of those I've liked. And see, I like powdery. That's why I knew right away when I smelled this fantasy iris note, when I sprayed it in the air, I was like, okay, I'm going to like this. And some people are going to hate that I'm going to like this. But it is what it is. You know, it's a double-edged sword. It's two sides of the coin here, where it smells good, but it's not worth the money, and the presentation is not worth it. It's definitely not worth the money. So it's why I can't wholeheartedly recommend it. I strongly recommend getting a decant, though. And apparently Juan stays with the flow of bottles to decant. So fatboyfragrance.com, guys. Let the panties hit the floor. Oh, the let the bodies hit the floor reference. I like it. Wait, he's really charging $250. Yet, indeed. That was the biggest knock I've heard, was the price, and I totally get it. I totally get it now. We can all shower with panties raining down. Thought it was like $50. Oh, I'm sure everybody would buy it for $50. Most people. I can't say everybody. Most people would. Yeah, parts of it remind me of La Mala Parfum. Again, not one-to-one. It's not the same fragrance, but that's the first fragrance that came to mind, the way the powderiness is. I get 18 hours. So Ryan gets phenomenal performance out of Sboy by Draco for him. So it does smell really good. I bet you my wife's going to like this. I'm going to let her smell it after this. I'm going to let her smell the women's too. If she wants the women's, she can have it, obviously. It's powdery. It's ambery. It's a little creamy. I like it. It's like Dior Homme Intense or Dior Homme Parfum. Seriously. Well, I mean, that could be a good thing. People are always looking for a clone of Dior Homme Parfum. It's a panty dropper because of the trolls dropping their panties to unwad them after reading Ross's title for this. Facts. Big fact. Big fact, Sean. I agree. Not $225. No, it's too high priced. Like I said, if he would have put this at a retail price of the 120 range and then you have your discounts, I don't think you'd have. But then again, look at Blue Atlas. That was $100. That's a solid fragrance, and they got all kinds of bullshit. Gravité, same thing. It's a solid fragrance, and it's even less. It's $80 before the 20% off. It's almost a cheapie after the discount. It's still got a bunch of bullshit. And those are solid fragrances. This is better than those. This is better than, and I really like Blue Atlas. I would put it on. They're different fragrances, but I would say this is a little bit better because I like Powdery Iris. Good afternoon, sir. Kiss Met Angel. Supremacy and Oud ringing off of me today. Excellent, excellent. D's Frags. What's going on? Good to see you, Danielle. 1 Million Parfum. I'm a huge fan of that one. That is officially my favorite in the line. Still no Vertus Vanilla Oud on the way. Ugh, sorry to hear that, Joel. Wearing Signature Rosé. You, sir, smell phenomenal. Blue Noir EDP. Okay, that I don't have that one. I have the EDT Extreme and the Parfum, which this is in the vein of Blue Noir Parfum, that powdery, super powdery fantasy iris note. Only that's more spicy and suede. This is more sweet, warm, and creamy wood to go with that powdery, unnatural iris. What the actual hell was Ross thinking? He lives near the water in Florida. There will be a flood of underwear at his doorstep in minutes. May the Lord have mercy on his soul. Well, thank you, Jared. I appreciate that. It's the end of the day. Proxima by Centauri Perfumes. I like the name. That sounds like an interesting name. I've just never tried anything from the brand. But is it sexy smelling? What's the sexiness value? I don't know, because that's for the ladies to dictate. I do think, which my wife likes the powdery stuff on me. I love the powdery stuff on me more so than she likes on me. So I would say, based on the taste in this household, yes, there's some sex appeal to this fragrance. Like I said, I totally see where those that have told me they get a bunch of compliments with this fragrance in the comment section over the last couple of months when it comes up and people mention it. I could see that being the case. I see why. It is attractive. It's attractive. It's just not $200+ attractive. I'd say 70% Dior Homme Parfum. Interesting take. Because with that, I would want to get a little bit more of a leathery feel, more of an earthy tone. But as it dries, I see where you're coming from, because that fades and it becomes more of a sandalwood and iris. So that makes sense for the dry down. That definitely makes sense. Juan Oksha, new member. Welcome, 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 sir. Let me scroll up and see what level you ended up jumping on. Climatic renewed for 2 more months, so I'm way behind. Climatic gave a super chat to it. Yeah, I'm way behind. So All-Star. So where it stands right now as far as the channel membership, we are looking at 1 million Royal 100 ml tester. So it's going to come in the white tester box. That seems to be what's won. So I'm going to purchase that. So you'll be eligible for that. Mystery box spin, and I haven't decided what the second spin is going to be, but you'll be eligible for 3 spins in the member giveaway the last weekend of the month, which I'll post when the time rolls around. Josh, Jared, everybody, that's a thing. When somebody signs up for the membership, everybody starts hitting with the custom emojis. I love it. Not the same quality, but great for the price. Fair. You'll have to let us know. Juan with the Grinches. My name is Jeff. Love happiness. Ooh, Soldier Boy is so unoriginal. That's fair. Joseph, good to see you. Ain't no PDM for damn sure. Agreed. That's so now I know what point in the comments I'm at from when I said that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is, I bet people would praise PDM a lot more if they were to just compare it to this. For those that say, oh, that's just an overpriced designer fragrance. Well, this is an overpriced designer fragrance. I don't know. That's not up to me to decide. Fragrance fraternities in the house. Sauvage Parfum. Let's hit the like button. That's what I'm talking about. Finally able to catch a live stream for a bit. I'm glad to see you here, and welcome to the channel membership, my friend. Parfums Mall is my favorite house of all time. Ain't no PDM for damn sure. So I'm a big fan too. I'm a big fan. Let me see where they're at. Angle. So right there, you'll see Greenlee and Percival right there. Those 2 spots. That whole line is PDM. I'd buy Jasada before I'd get Sboy. That's why I passed on. It's overpriced. I'm new here and I'm sold on the channel now after the honesty here. Well, I appreciate that, James. Thank you. And look, this is just what it is. You know what I mean? I'm very passionate no matter which way I lean on a fragrance, whether, because you're going to get there's 3 different takes that you'll get. Lukewarm, it's rare that I just crap all over something, because most fragrances at least smell pretty good. Where I'm like, it's okay, it's nice, or I really like it a lot, and it'll be very obvious that I really like it. This I'm in the middle on, because it is overpriced. The presentation and the quality do not dictate or command the price point they're selling it at, even with discounts. But if you just judge the juice on, does it smell good? It smells very good. That's why I give it a 7.5 out of 10, just for the scent. Overall rating would not be a 7.5, because it's going to get knocked for presentation and price gets factored in. I used to break down into subcategories with the cumulative score in my reviews years ago, whereas now I just give the overall rating, or I specifically tell you guys for scent alone, it's this. Compliment factor, it's this, different things. So, but I appreciate that, James. Thank you very much. Hard not to make a good fragrance when you're selling it for $229. Climatic with the $10 super chat. Let's go, boys. Wearing original Santal, one of the most underrated from the house. I'm a huge fan of that one. Excellent choice, my friend. And thank you for the super chat. In some cases, yeah. In some cases, I would say so. A different iris that's not much talked about is Killer Oud Midnight Ecstasy. I want to say I've heard you mention that one before, Joel. A couple Banana Republics I'd take over Sboy. That's fair. Ross badass, LOL. Come on now. Curly Fragrance goes way overboard trying to sell Sboy. Disingenuine, in my opinion. Still love her, though. I mean, teach their own. Like I said, I like Michelle. She's very upfront with her takes. And, I mean, she's definitely hyped. She's the main hype behind this. And like I said, if you just judge it for does it smell good or not, to females, probably so. I don't know yet. But to me, it does smell really good. It's just, I feel like a broken record here. It's not worthy of the dollar amount they want from it. And look, they'll see this at some point. Maybe I get an email saying that's not what we were hoping you would say. I don't, whatever. I'm always going to do and say what I want to do and say. But I'm going to wear this, guys. And I'm sure when I do a Sin of the Day post, it's going to get some of you watching this will get it. But some that haven't seen this will go, oh, I can't believe I know they sent it to you. You got paid. It's going to be that shit. It's going to be that shit. So, Batista. I hope you guys are having fun with this one. This is a little bit more fun because we're being a little bit more off the wall with being critical, you know. But it's good stuff. Solid $50 fragrance. Joel's obvious. Lavusi is definitely better. See, I haven't tried any of his fragrances. Looking for a no-brainer. Le Male Parfum or Elixir is the better choice. Ooh, that's a tough one. I did a shorts video between the two, and I want to say I gave the nod to Le Parfum because I like Iris a little. That's such a tough one, though, man. I would, because whatever I tell you might not be what you would have picked if you would have tried them both. Please try to sample them both as best you can. If you got to buy decants or go out to a department store and smell them, whatever you can do to go try them for yourself, because they're both phenomenal. They are the two best versions of Le Male, in my opinion. There is some redundancy to them because they're both powdery and sweet, but one's much more spicy and floral. The other is tonka bean sweetness. So, and they're both really powerful. The Elixir is even more powerful, but please get out and try them for yourself because it's a really hard pick. Wipe me down. There we go. How's it going? Thought I'd stop in for a few before I head to work. Wearing Metal Rain. Well, I appreciate you, Dakota. I've never smelled Herbapora. I actually don't know, unfortunately. Paid $164 with discounts for 5,000 ml. Faithful Heat Man on Stir Bar Function was a much better choice than getting this fragrance. 5,000 ml. Wow. I have some expensive niche in my collection, so I'll never tell a man what they can do with their money. Agreed. But the marketing on this ruined the fragrance. That's a fair stated opinion. You know, that is fair. Again, I'm not here to try to change anyone's mind. They offered it to me. I kind of giggled when I saw the email. I was like, wow, really? And I thought about it when I read the email, and I was like, whew, boy, this is going to be a dice roll for flack. But you know what? Why the hell not? They're offering it up to me. There's no strings attached because I don't do strings attached. You know, even with affiliate links and stuff, I don't do strings attached. I just won't do it because I like to do things my way, as you see. I have my natural flow. Every video, live stream, whatever, I have my natural flow with how things come to my mind. They just kind of flow from here to there. With most of the time, there's really no filter to catch anything for the most part. I have gotten better over the years with there being somewhat of a filter, but that's how I like to do things, and that's what we're doing here. So actually, I think let's find a real good stopping point to move into the women's because I haven't done the women's yet. Climatic signed back up for 2 more months. Let me scroll down to that real quick. Just curious. Back in the elite membership. I appreciate you. Welcome back, my friend. So I'm gonna leave it right there. Let's go ahead and jump into the women's, shall we? So the men's smells good. Scent alone, 7.5 out of 10. Overpriced. I'm sure this is a similar thing where it's overpriced, you know, not worth the money, but it probably smells really good. We're going to find out. I do like the yellow box more. Honestly, kind of like the yellow gradients a little more too. Let's see. Comparatively, no, I like the color of the men's a little more. But I mean, it's the same bottle. I bet this is cheap. Yeah, super. This cap's even worse, guys. This is some serious cheap crap. Let me get it to focus here. This is some cheap crap right here. Guys, if you were to pay $200+ and you pull this cap off, I want it to focus so I can really show you in there. Like this is some cheap shit right here. Bet these are like a penny a piece to make. That's a disappointment. Atomage is lined up though. But as with the men's, it could be good to sniff on. And that's the most important thing. So let's wave off some of the alcohol. Ooh, that's pleasant. That is pleasant, I have to say. That's a gardenia fragrance. My wife is going to love this because that's her favorite note. Yeah, gardenia and probably rose, but not much. But she's a huge the reason I can immediately smell gardenia. Let's say she's got 50 some odd. She's gotten a few more recently. 50 some odd fragrances. 30 of them have gardenia because it's her favorite note. Like I love iris. It's my favorite note. She's a gardenia girl. But still fresh and airy. It's a lighter fragrance. Almost like a honeyed amber without being super sweet. I think this can be worn in the summer. It doesn't come across as heavy. Oh, I see Spencer signed up for 3 more months. Back in the Hall of Fame. Welcome back, Spencer. Welcome back. So what's winning in the Hall of Fame and above tier for those giveaways? So the second spin is going to be the new formula that just released today of Manhattan. I'm sure it's going to, I believe it's going to be a 50 ml. Niles is donating to the channel. So that's going to be second prize. It's going to be the second spin. The first spin, what won was the 125 ml bottle of Percival for Parfums de Marly. So that's going to be the main prize for the $25 and above giveaway. It honestly not as good as the men's. Let's pull it up. Not as good as the men's. It's fresh. It's okay. It's definitely not 215 or 250, especially not with that cap, that penny a piece cap. The presentations are a little disappointing here, guys. I say a little, I mean more than that. Powerful yet playful, sensual and romantic perfume with lush floral and fruity notes, made with the world's finest perfume oils, not to mix with your skin and unveil the inner beauty to spell your charms. This artfully created eau de parfum opens up differently on every woman and creates a unique you fragrance that changes throughout the day to match your mood and leaves captivating and unique impression of you. Mandarin, strawberry, gardenia, rose, musk, and vanilla. So I definitely picked up the gardenia and rose right away. So that fresh fruity tone must be the strawberry. But it is very airy. I don't get a lot of vanilla here. It's almost like a honeyed amber type of feel to it. It's kind of the light sweet tone that I get. Even though it's not listed, that's how it comes across to me. I don't think she's going to be floored by this, but then again, she might say, ooh, pretty. When she really likes something, that's her response usually. It's not as good as the men's. Yeah, the men's is way better. Now that it's drying, the men's is getting even better. The men's is really good, guys. It's just not worth the money. It needs to be like half of its price before discounts. I meant to pull this off, not me. Women's is okay. It's not as good. It's a little bit more bland. Doesn't have as much character to it. This one's just better than good. This one's like a 6 out of 10 for me. It's not bad. It's just not all that great. It's okay. This one, 100% not worth the money. This is a pass. If you want to see if your lady would like it, I would say this is 100% decant, sample first. This is not a blind buy safe fragrance. This one especially, I think, leads to just so much disappointment if you just blind buy this at what's currently on this sale, $215. And I know there's additional discounts beyond that. You can probably get it in mid $100 range, close to $160 range probably. I think it's too much. That is too much. This would be the more disappointing of the two with a blind buy, in my opinion. Yeah. This is still could be a very disappointing blind buy for the price, but this one's really nice. It's gotten much more it's more amber sandalwood now that it's dried down. It's not as powdery. A bit of sweet. I like this. I like it. It's just way overpriced. It's way overpriced. That's what's so frustrating about it, guys. Here we go. Yeah. Joel, what's going on? So I'm so far behind. Curly was hyping the F out of Soldier Boy. And look, it's good. It is good. I'm call a spade here. It's a designer fragrance at niche price with a rack store bottle. Hate me if you want, those that are going to take offense to that. Rack store bottle, niche price, designer fragrance. It smells good. It does smell pretty. I'm going to wear it. I'm going to wear it. I like it. I'm just not going to recommend it because it's overpriced. You won't see me recommending it in a topic. You'll see it occasionally in a weekly rotation video, but you won't see me recommending it because it's overpriced. Had a feeling. That's why I didn't even bother signing up for the affiliate program. I had a feeling I can't recommend this one, guys. I just can't. 21 going out this weekend for an outdoor birthday party. What would you recommend? Depends on what you have. So just to give you an FYI, because I know it's the first time you ask, when it comes to asking my opinion on what you should wear, the best way I can help you out with my opinion on what I would do is let me know kind of the few that you're debating through, because I don't want to recommend something and you don't have it. Whereas if you tell me I was kind of debating on these 3, 4, 5, 6 fragrances, I can, especially since you kind of painted the picture for me, I can say in that situation, this is what I would probably do either between these two or this clear-cut winner, something like that. So if you give me a little more to work with on what you actually have, I can tell you what I would do. Obviously, you're a grown man, you do what you want, but that's the best way I can give you a more accurate opinion on what I would do in your shoes. No, I don't do those. I don't do those, man. I've turned that down so many. I've had a bunch of people ask me over the years. I don't do those. I don't think that's a fair thing. Even when you make it a fun thing, I don't like doing that to people, man. Enjoy what you have, you know? Yeah, for the price, I'd rather get something else. Fair. Curly is compromised. I wouldn't say all of that. Like I said, Michelle is cool, man. Good to see you, Kevin. Fatan Port Om. Kahila Platinum. Bought off your recommendation and love it. Good stuff. I basically have 2 bottles of LeBeau EDT. I have that and LeBeau EDT. Enrique, good to see you wearing Galan Vetiver. Classic. Kahila's a winner. I agree. I think that's inevitable. Call me a magician and a psychic that sees the future if this actually happens. But my thought process on the next 3, which probably won't. I think the inevitable is we get these 3, but maybe not in this order. And maybe there's others that fall in between. But Spice Bomb Parfum, Spice Bomb Elixir, and some type of Spice Bomb Blue. Even if it's not just called Spice Bomb Blue, but a blue fragrance from them, an Elixir fragrance, and a Parfum. I think we will get all 3 of those versions of Spice Bomb over the next handful of years. The reason I say handful, because they might have something else in between. It might not just be those 3. It might be like a span of 5 where we get those 3. Mark my words, though. I think I'm on to something here. I'm a fan of Soulja Boy, but would never buy that fragrance. Soulja Boy's sneakers are fire. Margins on that fragrance have to be like 200%. I bet it's high. I bet he's making a killing. Just got Precious Liquid sample set. I still need to try more from that house. Them joints he dropped a few years ago. Speaking of PDM, Altair is what he's talking about, but waiting to see it hit discounters. Yeah, it's just now coming out. I'm interested in it too. I haven't tried myself yet. I will at some point. I like a powdery fragrance. Scent of the Day's Oceania. Excellent for work tonight. Hope you're good, Ross and Frag fam. I can smell these panties. You're wearing a great fragrance, though. YSL's. I've seen a little bit. I've seen some people saying that they like it a lot, and then I've seen some people saying it's a complete disappointment. So that seems to be a very split and polarizing release. I'm curious. The Jersey Shore reference. Now we're talking. Especially why Eau de Toilette. Soulja Boy did it first. So you skipped me. Let's keep it real on average. How many free bottles do you get on a monthly basis? I can't put a number on it because I'm not sure. I'll tell you this. I buy way more on a monthly basis than I get for free. Like way more. I buy way more on a monthly basis. But I don't know exactly. I mean, I would say on average, if there's a haul, like let's say Aroma Concept sends me a package, then maybe it's going to end up being like 6 or 7 bottles. But the way this month's shaking out, it's looking like maybe like 3 or 4, maybe 5, something like that. And I'll probably buy like 15 or 20. So I always keep it real with you guys. I don't shy away from comments and questions like this. You know, I don't have nothing to hide. I tell you guys when I get stuff sent to me. Appreciate the question. Patrick Starr. The price so high suggesting quality. There's so many nice niche scents to explore and spend that amount of money. I agree completely. If you're going to command this kind of money, you got to bring the heat. And they didn't bring the heat. That's the disappointment. Like I said, 7.5 out of 10 for the smell on the men's, just because it's my taste. But I can't recommend it. It's not worth the money. It's not. The women's is a letdown. The women's is the one that's a letdown to me. And it's a gardenia fragrance. It's very light. Could be anosmia setting in because I'm smelling a lot of synthetics here from these niche fragrances, you know. And I'm wearing a heavily synthetic fragrance. I got 5 sprays of this on going around my neck on top of both of these Soulja Boy fragrances. So we're almost to an hour. We'll shut it down in a little bit. I'm going to try to get caught up with you guys. What's Blue Atlas? The Gravite ads turn me away, LOL. Yeah, the ads are kind of goofy, but it's a very metallic. It's almost like a fresher Sauvage. It doesn't last like they market. I get like 6 hours. I did a review on it, but it's actually solid. For the average consumer, it's a great pickup that are going to get that one cologne. That guy that has the one cologne on his dresser, that's who that fragrance is for. For an enthusiast, yeah, it'll be a letdown for a lot of people. It's a solid, mass appealing fragrance. Blue Atlas is in a very nice matte black painted magnetic cap Bleu de Chanel bottle, basically. Great atomizer. And it's a musky, clean musk. The floor, it's got violet and iris, but it's like soapy, more so than super powdery, a little powdery, with apricot and peach. And that might sound feminine, but I don't find it feminine. It's a very nice, mass appealing fragrance. And it got some heat because influencers and reviewers were getting sent bottles and, oh, they're on the take. They're all getting paid. If you like it, you're getting paid. That's always the stigma. If you like something free, you must be getting paid. And that's just not the case. At least not with me. I either like it or I don't. And I'll tell you guys if I like it or I don't. But it goes back to most fragrances at least smell pretty good. That's like one of the most brilliant things EQ's ever said, because he's right. Like 90% of fragrances, like there's not really all that many bad smelling fragrances out there where it's like, oh God, oh, scrub it off. They exist. They're just not the majority, not even close to the majority. And they're not in abundance in any way, shape, or form. Most fragrances, it'll be like, it's nice, but I'd rather get this. Or because when you get into this as a hobby and you're an enthusiast, like you guys watching this right now, like myself, when you amass a ton of fragrances, you get to where you want more, you want new, you want different qualities. Whereas I'm kind of that rarity where I manage to stay to where I can still find something to appreciate about a $20 rack store fragrance, while still having fragrances that cost hundreds of dollars per bottle that have all this complexity and nuance and artistry to them, and animalics and like all these different things, these super quality raw materials. But I can still find something. Let me find something super cheap. I wore this last night. Synthetic limoncello, basic, mid-level designer clothing store fragrance. Love this fragrance. L1212 Eau Fraiche. Limoncello, watery notes, a little minty green. Oh, here's a good one for that example. This was $20 the other day. It smells like spicy Dylan Blue. Probably going to wear it tomorrow. I can appreciate that just as much as some of these, $300, $400, $500 bottles that I have that genuinely smell like money and they could command it. Not like these where they're overpriced. They are overpriced. Call a spade a spade. But I know that was a long tangent for what you were asking, but I just get to chatting. We're at that stage where the mission is accomplished and we're just chatting. Low maltine layered with wood neroli. It's an odd combination. Yeah, Blue Atlas. It's solid. I like Blue Atlas. Gotta get in touch with you on IG. I have a question. Gabe with the $4.99 super sticker. I appreciate you. Thank you, sir. Most wanted EDP. I had a funny comment the other day. Forgot which video I was talking about. Oh, it was when I was the haul video with Most Wanted Parfum. And guy commented, don't get wanted EDP. It's barely better than the tonic. And I replied, I like the tonic. LOL. I'm one of the few people that likes wanted tonic. He's like, where's that dislike button? Just kidding. But supposedly wanted EDP is not as good as anticipated. At least this one gentleman said. But I like the entire line, even the tonic. So I'm planning on getting it at some point. Oh, easily Lamal Elixir. Easily. That's not even up for debate. Lafayette Street will wear ombre leather to the locks. Oh, you gonna see the locks? I'm jealous. I'm jealous. You get to see Jada? Damn. Tomorrow here in Pittsburgh. Man, I am jealous, Donald. Styles P. Oh man, that's gonna be a badass concert. Who's opening? I'm assuming they're headlining. Who? Let me know more. Who's opening? Who's the card? Who's the card for the show? I'm curious. That's gonna be a badass concert. Random question. We say people smell better in Florida. Not necessarily. I haven't really, outside of me and my wife, I haven't really smelled any fragrances. And I take that back. I've been smelling some stuff at the gym. I couldn't pinpoint what it was today. It was a little bit fruity, like an apple smell, and sage, like something blue. I just couldn't pinpoint what it was. And then they had another dude that smelled like an ashtray. Oh, thank God he didn't stay by me long. He smelled like he just put the cigarette out and came work out next to me. Oh, that was awful. Welcome to Florida. Thank you, sir. Love it here. Love it here. We had a beach day yesterday. We're going to go to the beach again Saturday. Got a little bit more color. I didn't burn either. My legs are a lot darker. I did legs today, in fact. My arms got a little bit more color. I covered up after about 30 minutes. I was wearing sunscreen too because I didn't want to burn to a crisp. I was starting to get a little red. Wife's like, put your shirt on. So real life, the fishing shirts. I was wearing that with my bucket hat and everything. French Riviera, Dolce & Gabbana, light blue. I mean, Italian Love. Already have light blue intense and sun. Italian Love's phenomenal. But French Riviera, I'm assuming you mean Mancera, and I would say that. For as much as I love Italian Love, it's like becoming my favorite of the more recent light blue flankers. French Riviera. How's Florida treating you? If I'm saving musicians, rappers, since got to be Tony Iommi's Monkey Special. Yeah, I hear it's great. It was one of the giveaways last month. I didn't open the man's fragrance, so I still haven't smelled it yet myself. Also on that overhyped list, Sboy Gravite, kind of overhyped, but Sboy is the biggest offender at the moment. Not bad, just overhyped. That's fair. Great channel, my brother. Keep them coming. Let's go. Well, thank you, Rodrigo. I appreciate that, sir. Albuquerque, New Mexico's in the house. Bulgari Man in Black today. You smell great, sir. Nice, spicy, and boozy. Dry down to a little bit of tuberose and iris. Big fan of that fragrance. 156 watching, which let me close that off. I have no idea. 144 likes. I can't complain. And we still have 168 people at 57 minutes after we accomplished the goal. So I appreciate you guys. Very nice of you to be here. One thing for sure, Soulja Boy is a pure hustler. From having his own console to his own perfume. You can't knock the hustle. That I will not knock. You can't knock the man's hustle. New shelves look nice. Sauvage Parfum. Fragrance Fraternity is wearing Sauvage. Was it him that's wearing Sauvage Parfum? Yeah, he's wearing Sauvage Parfum as well in the chat. Another 13 from Le Labo. I haven't tried that one. Thank you. I appreciate it. I have more to do. There's going to be a shelving unit that's going to be a slim shelving unit there. They're going to match these as well. I'm getting the same company, same wood color. There's a larger one that's going to go here that you won't see on camera, but this is a temporary setup. I still have so much shit going on. The room won't be fully done till the very end of the month because I still have more money to spend, and I've spent a ton of money moving and buying shit, and this desk and this monitor and all these different things. For those of you who didn't know, I have a 49-inch monitor right here, as well as my old 27-inch that's right here above the camcorder. I still have so much to do. It's going to be a process throughout the month. That's why I'm scheduling things now. 4 days a week, strictly Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 3 p.m. Central, we're doing our live streams. That's whether it's a topic like this, me just chopping it up, the Let's Chat live streams where we just talk the whole time, or when I have a guest, which Christian texted me yesterday from Argos. Probably end of the month, we'll be doing something on here. He's got 3 new fragrances coming out. One of them is a women's. He didn't tell me the names of them or give me any info, but he's going to be sending them my way, and we're going to do a live stream and talk about the inspirations behind them. We've done it before here on the channel, so that's upcoming. The next time I'm going to have a guest is going to be the owner / perfumer of Argos for the new releases, so that'll be at the end of the month. Gentleman Boisset, DJ Kinski, I'm guessing that's how you say that. You smell great, sir. It's almost not fair that you have to be this critical. Who else we holding up to that standard? Well, I mean, I get critiqued more than any other human in this space. Not that it really fucking matters with what I'm going to do anyway, but I do understand the stigma to this one because I didn't really have interest in it. And it just so happened they reached out where it was like, okay. And look, I didn't have intentions of shitting on it, which I don't think I did. I wasn't planning on it. That wasn't the goal. I had a feeling kind of the way it went would be the way it would go. Not command the price point, but smell good. The unfortunate thing is the quality difference right away. When immediately all I can think of is designer iris fragrances, you're not a $200+ fragrance, regardless of the presentation. Like I said, rack store presentation, niche price point, designer fragrance. That's what this is. Anybody that has it, I highly doubt you'll disagree. Nice designer smelling iris. I do like it. But it's a niche price with a rack store bottle. Hardcore Deorum Intense EDP, baby. That's what I'm talking about. I'm all about. That's why I like Sboy, the men's one, because it's a designer iris fragrance. It's nice. Scent of the day, nice little Beast of Scent Armagh Hunter Intense. Spread around 9 a.m. Still going strong. That's what I'm talking about. Valentino Womo Intense. Forgot how great this stuff is. Glad to be here with everyone. We're glad to have you, Jay. Welcome, sir. I don't know. I've never tried it. I've never tried the original either. I haven't tried Herbapura. Okay, according to Joel, yes. There you go. Joel's on top of it. Appreciate you, Joel. Dylan Blue EDT 200 ml for $67. That's a pretty good price as far as I know for 200 ml. Sounds about right. Yeah. I think you're okay there. Everybody else is saying yes for the most part. Haven't tried that. That's on my radar. That and Renaissance are the next two Zaharoffs I plan on getting my hands on. Boz is in the house. What's going on, Boz? Good to see you. Tired, haven't slept well, so don't be surprised if I suddenly stop texting. Well, I hope you get to feeling better, Boz. And after saying hello to Boz, let me skip ahead because I'm so far behind because, yeah, I'm just getting to Spencer's renewal. So I'm going to have to skip ahead, guys. Ooh, sorry. I got to skip so many of these. Kevin Hill, good to see you, my friend. Scent changes with your mood. Yeah, how you like that marketing? False advertising right there. So, wow, I'm so far behind. I'm sorry, guys. I got to skip so many comments. $5 super chat from Kevin. Best man Sarah. Already have intense Drapoise. Enjoy your basement trolls. Definitely not buying any Draco. So I appreciate that, man. Singular Best man Sarah is tough. But if you want something fresh, Sicily, you got like yellow florals, though. Lang-a-lang. And plenty of citrus, very watery. This is masterfully done. This is one of the best of the house. I would say that, or if you like the versatility of a Drapoise, go for Aqua Wood. Aqua Wood's crazy versatile. Jimmy Man Urban, checking in during work. Hope all is well. Been offline a couple of weeks. Good to see you, Randy. Good to see you. So, I got to keep skipping. I'm just so far back. Someone said the new PDM smells like Layton without the apple. That's disappointing to hear. Let's not be too negative now. That's what I love. I have other streams for, including my own. Well, you don't really get a whole lot of negativity over here from me. Let's be honest. I'm just being me all the time. I would like to think that's what keeps you guys coming back, is me being me is about as authentic as it gets. You know, no sugarcoating for the most part. Like I said, I try to have more of a filter than I used to in my younger days, but I'm still pretty bad about filtering what I think and say. It just kind of flows. I'll follow Bob for a fraction. There you go, guys. There's the inside scoop. Every company banking on the elixir naming absolutes, so 2000s. Coach Keith's in the house. Anyone in the room checked out Suits? I haven't. I've been having people ask me about it. So apparently a lot of people ask me about it. So apparently I'm going to have to grab it. $10 super chat from Sean. I appreciate that. Tip, Plum and Cognac has a minor reformulation coming. Original barrels retired, but plenty of OG bottles left anyone wants. Reformulation will be a bit more gourmand. So there's some hip to the game insider information that Sean's providing. I've heard Plum and Cognac from Scent of Woods is the best of the house. I still haven't tried it. Shame on me, because I've heard it's phenomenal. But any of you that are interested, Sean's dropping some knowledge bombs here, some insider scoops, if you will. But I appreciate the $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Sean. We're going to shut it down here in just a sec because I don't want to get too far. Let's see. Try our mouth iconic EDP that's close to Blue de Chanel Elixir. Well, Blue de Chanel elixir doesn't exist. So how could it be close to that? Did you mean parfum? Anyone? Oh, if ever one existed. Okay, I got you. Saying if that existed, it would smell like this. I get you now. My apologies. Myself smells like Born in Rome mixed with La Nuit de l'Homme and Wild Parfum. See, I can't see that being bad. I like all of those. Well, Born in Rome, but La Nuit de l'Homme and Wild Parfum. I literally wore La Nuit de l'Homme night before last. I posted it on IG. Some of you saw this. I had a shave. I haven't used my Sandpiper shave set in forever. And I gave myself a few sprays of the fragrance. There we go. It's focusing. So literally 2 nights ago, I wore La Nuit de l'Homme. I love the way it smells. I don't care what anybody says. It'll never get old. It's called Althair. 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 It's like what I call Fragrance Volume 1, a mix of a bunch of stuff. That's a fair assessment. Okay, here we go. Uncle Box. With these overpriced fragrances being talked about, I'll say on the opposite, I've got some good cheapies this past week. Vintage Green, which is great. Seductive on Blue kind of smells like La Nuit de l'Homme. And Noir. That one's solid. I haven't worked forever. And Michael Jordan Legend is one of the greatest sweet, syrupy coffee fragrances money can buy for $13 bucks. An eau de cologne that performs like an eau de parfum. You definitely have some great pickups. Jared, month 7 of the upcoming new subscription will be a tweak of PIC. The original barrel had to be retired with a new barrel. Pascal Gorain had to tweak the formulation. Noted that Blue Atlas sounds good. It actually is pretty good. My wife loves how that smells. I need to wear it more. I really like it. I did a review on it 2022 sometime. It's really good. That's one I would recommend. If you go to Etsy and type in Blue Atlas, there's a ton of sellers selling decants because they don't sell samples. I think they still don't sell samples from Blue Atlas's site. But just type in Blue Atlas Atlantis and Etsy. There's a bunch of people selling different size decants. Try it out. See if it's bottle worth. It's $100 bottle. So try decant and see if it's worth it to you. It's right in line. It's cheaper than most designer fragrances these days. Like this YSL fragrance myself, I haven't looked, but I bet you retail for 100 ml is like $140, $150. And it's getting polarizing reviews where it's basic and boring, but others saying it's great. Debating between Aero CDP, YEDP, Hawass, and 1 Million Parfum. That is tough. Okay. So for this birthday, I've got a love affair going with 1 Million Parfum right now, so it's hard for me to not pick that because it's so playful and beautiful. My wife's a huge fan. For the birthday party, because it's a fun that's a fun fragrance because that's what I think for birthday parties. If it's not in the club late at night adult birthday party, yeah, something outdoor at the family's house, go with 1 Million Parfum. It's playful, it's different, it's powerful. It kind of checks all the boxes for the situation. That's what I would do in this situation. All four, you got great options here for the situation. You're a man that gets it. I appreciate that about you, Thomas. And I hope you have a great time. I think you get away with all of them, but if it was me, I'm going 1 Million Parfum in this situation. Sauvage does have a really good atomizer. It does. Me, I'm excited about it. This is the final rendition. It's so much more amber now. This final rendition. I can't really talk about it much, but it's right here. It's literally, I've been doing random test sprays. George sent me the lab sample. Before I moved, he had sent me this final rendition lab sample. It's everybody's gonna love it. Everybody's gonna love it. It's coming. It's definitely coming. Okay, let's try to get caught up a little bit more. God, I'm so far behind. Indeed, sir. So you checking out the shelf, huh? When I moved, did you see it? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's White Hinoki. Good eye. For those of you that don't know, he's talking about this bottle right here. So on screen, it looks like I'm pointing straight at it, but really I'm pointing at this. Because the way the camera's angled, it looks like I'm pointing directly at that. I'm actually pointing at the cardboard right there for that box. That box has got some loose shoes in it. That stuff's so much unpacking. Mikey, Wrapping up at work, listening though. Appreciate you, my man. So I don't know what if it's one of the 3 releases, but like I was saying earlier, me and Christian are going to do a live stream. He's sending me. He's got 3 new fragrances coming. He's sending me towards the end of the month, and I'm assuming one of them's Nemean Lion, but he didn't tell me. I talked to him yesterday. We were texting while I was on the treadmill, so I don't know. I'm gonna find out this month though, and we're gonna do a live stream. So let me get to the bottom. We're literally about to shut it down, guys. I saw that. I saw Bilbo. Shout outs to Bilbo Fragrance. He posted a peeing on it thing on the repost from iFragrance. I thought that was funny. I bet it's gonna be a good fragrance. All right, definitely getting the new Gucci. I think it's gonna be good. All right, let's scroll down. God, I'm so far behind, guys. So appreciate that, Ross. My pleasure, my man. I hope that helps. George is good. I talked to him last night. Last night was the last time. He's out doing a photo shoot. He's in Cyprus right now for a magazine. He's got some big things going on. So yeah, he's out living. You know, he's traveling. I think in the month of September, he's only gonna be home 1 weekend. So George is very busy for the next several weeks. So don't expect to see a whole lot. Follow him on social media if you want to be a part, because he does his little live streams on Facebook from time to time. So follow his actual George Zaharoff page on Facebook, not just the Zaharoff page. Your best bet for the personal stuff of him is his personal pages on IG and mainly Facebook. That's where he goes live, is on Facebook. But he posts on his IG stories almost daily. So that'd be the best way to keep up with what he's got going on. But he's good. He's good. He's got some big things going on. You know, shout outs to my guy. Getting excited for fall already. Do you have any particular designers you're looking forward to wear? I'm looking to pick up some and need recommendations. So for me, there's so much I want to wear, honestly. Like I want to get back to Cool Water Parfum because it's not really good for this high heat. That's one I'm looking forward to wearing. My Amouage scents. And then that's all that really comes to mind right now because it's just random. For me, I'm still enjoying the freshies for the most part, especially since now I'm in a tropical area by the beach. Let's see. Myself is 89 and 123. I'm surprised it's only 123. But I mean, that's still more than the $100 I was saying for Blue Atlas Atlantis. I'd wait for Joe and Macy sale. Yeah, for sure. Because even like a 60 ml of YEDP Intense, $93 right now at discount at fragrancebot.ca. I got it in my cart. I'm debating on it because I didn't want to pay retail for it because I don't think it's the best in the line. Some of you saw my review on it. It's good. It's not that great. Randy's with me on it. With generic, dries down to generic woody aromatic. He and I feel the same on the fragrance. But it is solid. And I have all the rest of them. Why the hell wouldn't I get it? So, but just goes to show you, even a discount is a 60 ml from them in that line. Almost $100. So Blue Atlas, they're not crazy. They're not crazy with their pricing. Tell Christian what George gave for the HOF giveaway competition is good. I'm sure if I asked Christian if he wanted to, he would. I would do a channel favorite, though. I would do Triumph of Bacchus. And maybe we do that next month because Niles had threw it out before I moved. Like, hey, if you ever want to do a giveaway, let me know. It's like, in fact, you want to be part of the member giveaway for next month? He said, absolutely. Pick whatever. And then now he's got this new formula of Manhattan, which is right here. I haven't opened it yet. That's tomorrow's live stream. I said, well, hell, since you have a new formulation, let's just do that. Let's do a 50 ml of that. So he's got that heading this way in the mail right now. But I'm going to find out how different it is. Supposedly the opening's a bit different, but the dry down's the same. So it's a new formula. But that's what's in that white box right there. That's the new version of City Rhythm Manhattan. I have one of the original batches. Yesterday, waiting in the mail. Argos hit my wallet hard. I have them all. They're so good, though. Man, is Argos a great house. I have Palace and Baccio. My wife loves Palace Athene. She likes the Parfum even more. And Baccio Immortelle, I like to wear to weddings. Restock Arabian. Ooh, great prices. Ordered Arabian Night, Risala, and Amiri today. My problem with Argos, they use FedEx. Otherwise, I like what I've tried. You got Adonis Awakens, right? I believe that was the hoops that you were jumping through with shipping was for Adonis Awakens. I have not tried that one. Sorry, review on Fragrance Dude. LOL picked it up. Was going to pick it up anyways. That Lyric Man. Okay, so we're at the bottom. Okay, so right here after Jared's comment, I'm shutting it down, guys. I love it. Thinking about Niles yesterday. So yeah, don't tell me if you got it already. It released today, because I'm gonna do that tomorrow. When did my shoe get untied from me just sitting here? Kind of weird. Tie my shoe. But I appreciate all of you being here, kind of all over the place with the rant, because I was very split with this. Because this, like I said, first impression, 6 out of 10 for the women's. The cheapest of crap for the cap, rack store bottle, but it smells nice. It's a little stronger now that it's drying than it was in the opening, but gardenia rose and a little bit of this honeyed amber. Even though it's not listed, I get a honeyed amber smell. But this is actually nice. The bottle, like rack store bottle, we'll go over it one more time. 7.5 out of 10, very good. Just judging the way it smells. Amber sandalwood, some vanilla sweetness, and powdery fantasy designer level iris. It's a designer fragrance with a niche price and a rack store presentation. So take with that what you will. Do not blind buy this fragrance. It is not blind buy safe. For the money, go to fatboyfragrance.com and buy a decant from Juan. He's been through like 10 bottles of it selling decants. That's like the one-stop shop for Sboy by Draco for him to get your decants. Fatboyfragrance.com, guys. If you want to try it, it is a really good smelling fragrance. I cannot recommend either of these to you guys because they are far too overpriced. Again, they were sent to me. No monies were exchanged. I didn't even sign up for their affiliate program because the way this went, I kind of had a feeling this is the way it was going to go, where I was going to like at least this probably, because what I've heard about, I was like, I probably will like that. I don't get as much of the Baccarat Rouge tie-in that some people say. I understand what they mean, but I had a feeling it was going to be a one-off where it's something I just can't recommend. So why bother signing up for the affiliate program if it's something I can recommend? So the only time you'll probably ever see this again is in weekly rotation videos. I will not be recommending it in list topics because I don't think it's going to fit in any of them unless I do an overpriced video. Maybe we do that one. This could be number one if it's ranked. But as far as weekly rotations, because I will wear it from time to time. Not all that often, I'm sure, because I have so many, but I'll wear it from time to time. It smells good. And make sure you check out today's video if you haven't yet. Boozy fragrance video for a fun night drinking, because I've been drinking a little bit more lately. Only twice since I got here, but for me, that's a lot more because I normally don't drink. Then we've got more videos coming tomorrow, but make sure to like the stream on your way out. I appreciate all you guys being here. You guys have a good one. Catch you on the next one.